Hi Aastha Sharma, how are you?
I'm good, Rohit. How are you?
I'm also good. So, can you give brief introduction about yourself?
Okay. So I'm Astha and I'm from India and I did my graduation from India. And then after that, I was working as a software developer in companies like Samsung, Sears, and others. And post that, I came to like for masters in USA, and I completed my graduation from Northwestern University in Chicago. And I graduated from there in March 2022. After that, right now I'm working as a senior software developer in Visa.
That's nice. So now, can you tell me about the journey? You also studied in India. Now you are studying in abroad. So, can you tell me the difference? Like, what is the
Okay.
actual difference between the study of India and also the study of abroad?
Okay. So, as far as my journey is considered, it is really very wonderful. Like I have lot of learnings and wonderful experiences. So, when we like compare the difference in education system in India and USA, so the main things which I figured out is like in India. Also, it depends on college to college, but in most of the colleges, our like learning part is mostly theoretical. I think you have also experienced that. Like even if you are a computer science student, most of your learning experience is theoretical. But in USA, it's more practical. So it's like every week we have assignments wherein we have to actually develop something. So like no matter what subject it is, even if it is a normal like scalable software architecture or machine learning, any subject, you have to actually code practical assignments. That is one thing. And the next thing is for all of our subjects we have study groups, so we have to solve our most of our assignments in groups. Those are like official groups which are like created by professors. So in those study groups, I think you get the chance to collaborate with different students, and in US especially, the students are from all over the world, like China, India, like USA, and different countries. So it helps you to learn how to collaborate with team, how to work in teams. So that is also a good experience when you're like, and it actually prepares you for the corporate jobs where also you are supposed to work in teams. And one good thing which I find out here is as I told you, like we have those practical assignments and everything. So apart from that, it's not like we are just given the assignments and we have to solve this. We have dedicated doubt sessions with the professors and their TAs every week, so like for 3 4 hours. So that is, I think, one very good thing. Because when we like professors teach us in the class, there are times when we feel hesitate to ask our doubt while doing the assignments also. It's not like we are totally unguided. So those doubt sessions is something which I have never found in India. So these two three things are really different as compared to India, and I really like them.
In India, like America or like any China is far better than in India in terms of practicality. Like in our college, they more focused on CGPA, like theoretical
Mhm.
assignments. So
Yeah.
that you feel like there are like lots of differences in India abroad than India.
Because when I pursued my in my college, at least there were some practical assignments, but most of the like new engineers which graduate from India, they face this situation that in college they don't have practical experience, like lot of practical experience. Though things are improving these days, but when they go to the industry, their theoretical knowledge is not very much required. So that is one important thing I think which is missing in India, and it is good here.
So lots of students are finding gaps between those studies and those practical things that they have to expose in the industry, right?
Yeah. So that's when the engineers join companies like Infosys and all those things. They have to actually teach even Java to the students. So
Yeah,
that's something which I've heard about it.
yeah, that is right. They trained all those students first for 2 to 3 months, and then they go get exposure to the project. Okay, right. So now, suppose any student from India, right, ex-student want to study abroad. The first question, like, why anyone should study from abroad, and the whole structure, how to enter into the foreign university, every process, like from how to get passport, visa, what is the total expenditure to live in the foreign city, can average student live in the foreign city or not.
Okay. So I want to divide this question in parts. So first question which you asked me is like, why should any student like study from like abroad? Okay. So for that question, I believe like it depends on individuals' like expectations and reasons. So like there are some students who want to do specialization in particular topic, particular like stream. So let's suppose if someone wants to study like machine learning from some particular universities, those are one reasons. Apart from that, some students are interested in some research which is going on in particular labs of particular university, or otherwise maybe like there is a like very general reason also, which was reason for me as well, because we want to like explore how is the education system in USA. I want to work in USA, live in USA. So this is a different, altogether different experience. So the reason is like it depends on individual. So after that, your next question, I believe, is like if any student want to study in USA, how they have to approach. So I think the first step to this is you must know that what course you want to study. First of all, like you have to know whether you want to do masters or you want to do MBA, and then also if or PhD. And if you have decided that masters, so then you want to do masters in which stream. So that also, because there this is very common in USA that students they change their stream totally. Like the students who have done like undergrad in computer science, they prefer masters in computer science. So that is one thing. You have to decide the stream which you want to study and course which you want to pursue, because this is something which is going to affect your career in future. And after that like let's suppose I have decided I have to do masters in computer science. Then I have to do one thing which I can do later as well, but the one of the important step that I need to shortlist which universities I want to apply for. Let's suppose I have decided that I want to apply for these 10 universities. That is also some side research we keep on doing, because and for that we can watch some YouTube videos. And there is one website, US News, so where you can see the ranking of universities and their fee structure, their scholarship structure. So the next thing is you have to figure out the universities and the course. After that, the important thing comes about is like preparation for the like exams. So you have to give two exams, GRE and TOEFL. So this is the basic thing like GRE and TOEFL. But some universities during pandemic, they like removed the GRE as mandatory or something, but these things keep on changing. But GRE and TOEFL is like usually they both are required. So for GRE, I don't know whether you're aware or not, but in GRE two things are asked. Like one is English and another is maths. So like for English we have like different type of questions, MCQs, fill in the blanks, and uh, like what I guess, and there is essay writing also. And for maths it's like aptitude questions. So those things you can either prepare on your own, or you can take some online coaching as well. Though in my case I prepared them myself. But for like I can do another session if you want to know in detail about the preparation. But for them like you basically need to follow the official, there is a website, ETS, which conduct this exam. So I would recommend to like study and prepare from the official books of ETS. And after that and one thing which is very mandatory and it helped me also, I have not taken any coaching, but I have given test series both for English and as well as maths. So that is important thing. And for TOEFL also you have to prepare. There is a website, Magoosh, which I prepared. They have test series which is very useful. And after that, once you give both the exams, you got the scores. And then you have to like the universities which you have already shortlisted, you have to apply in them. For applying in universities you require your passport, which you can like obviously like apply from the passport website, the GRE and TOEFL scores. And then there are two more things which are required. One is statement of purpose. So it is like resume, not exactly. It's written in paragraphs where you have to like write about what are your technical achievements, why do you want to get into particular universities, and all those things, why you are interested in this course. So that is statement of purpose. And another thing is, I mean, if you want, I can do another session on this and we'll share resources, how exactly to write SOP and all those things. And another thing is LOR, which is like letter of recommendation. So you need three letter of recommendations. You can take them either from university professors or from like your managers in like office. But those who are freshers, they can obviously take from university professors only. I know this is a lot of information, but it's like you have
Yeah.
asked. Um, yeah, so GRE and TOEFL scores, and then SOP and LOR, and after that you apply in universities. So let's say I apply in 10 universities, and out of that, let's suppose I get admitted into 5 or 6 universities. I got a positive response from them, or maybe I got rejected from others. So out of the universities which have selected me, I have to like finally decide which university I want to like go in. And then after that, there are small formalities like they send you an I-20 form and you have to apply for your visa. And once the like you have to book a slot for visa, and you have to there are 2 days for which you have to go. One is a small interview and another day is like your biometric verification. After this you just have to book your flight and come to USA. And one more thing, like and at least 50% of the students do it, like most of us required education loan as well. So if you are going to take education loan, then you have to apply for that as well. In my case, I have taken education loan. So that's the whole process.
Okay. So now the you came into college. Now, like, what is the expenditure? So, can average person
Okay.
live there or not?
So the expenditure depends on two, three things. One thing is like which city you are living in. Let's suppose New York is really costly, and Chicago is kind of average. So it depends on obviously cities. But most of the universities are not located in the really big cities. Like for Northwestern also, it is not located exactly in Chicago. It is located in suburb of Chicago. So the cost is obviously high because we are like spending the money which is in Indian currency. So there are two ways. Either first thing is obviously if you are a student, you must be little lenient. You should not spend too much. And other thing is like if you have sufficient money that you can spend in USA, then it's fine. Otherwise, you can take education loan, which will also fund your stay in. I mean, you can take loan accordingly, like so that you also have the money for your expenses. So, it is costly, obviously, but you can manage. That's manageable, at least with the education loan. And apart from that, like students also do some on-campus TA-ship kind of jobs if they get, and sometimes we also do summer internship, so that those also paid really well. So that's how we manage it.
Okay. So now the everyone enter into college. The main thing, the purpose, like how to get that internships and jobs. What we have to study exactly.
Okay. So I'm going to tell about computer science, right?
Yeah.
Because I am aware about it. So for getting into internship, the important thing is like let's suppose most of the classes start from September. If you are taking the fall intake, so let's suppose my course start in September, and I will be doing my summer internship from somewhere around May, June to August, September next year. So for that, what I'm required is like one thing is I need to apply in lot of job opportunities for internship. So one major thing which is different in India and USA is, like in India, if you are in good college, you get like campus placements. Companies do come in your college, but in USA, even if you are in the best number one university, this is not the trend that companies do come in your college. You have to apply the jobs on your own. You can search jobs through LinkedIn, and you can go on companies portal, you can apply there. So that's how we apply jobs in USA. So for getting internship, the one thing which is most important is applying right from the time you came in US, like whether it's September or whatsoever. So I mean, you need to be early in applying jobs, and you have to be applying a lot of them. And other thing, what is required in terms of study. So basically, companies, most of the companies, they share some hacker rank or online assessment with you. For that, you have to study like data structures and algorithm. For that, you can use lead code basically, and you have to practice questions there. And the next thing is like interviews. There are three kind of interviews basically. One is like where you are asked data structures and algorithm, obviously that you have to prepare from lead code. And the next thing, which is like behavioral interview, which is very important. So there you are asked questions about your previous work experience and all those things. So behavioral questions, you can search over Google, you get a list of questions, like maybe 20 questions. On that you have to prepare like 5 6 valid stories about what related to your work experience and all those things. I will share those links if you want. And so behavioral interview is one important component apart from data structure and algorithm. And the next part is it is optional. Like some companies do it, some companies don't do it, and it also depends on your level of experience. One is like system design. So if you are like fresher or something, so mostly companies don't do it. If you are at like you have some experience, or you are at mid level of experience, then system design is also which is like required. So I must say, like job applications, and then data structures and algorithm, and then behavioral interview preparation and system design. So these are the major components which we should prepare. And internships are internships interviews are relatively easier as compared to full time.
So
So that is one
as
thing.
far as I know, like same thing happen in India also, but one thing is
Yeah,
different, that company do visit in our campus, and here there you
yeah,
have to apply for. Like
yeah.
their job finding is really difficult than India if your college is good.
You are saying about USA?
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, companies do come in. Companies do come in campus in India. That is good thing. But in USA, I must say it is not very tough, because this is usual for everyone.
Everyone.
Like you just have to apply in like companies, and you get the call. And then you give your interview. So it's not that tough, unless you are really well prepared and you keep on applying in jobs. Everything is fine.
Nowadays in India, lots of off-campus revert when you apply, and if you are well prepared, they saw their profile, and if you are well matched with their job, then they will revert.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Same thing happened here, like
So
in
in
USA.
system
This is
design,
the
they ask both LLD plus HLD, na.
so basically most of the companies are asking high level design, and some companies I think they ask low level design also, but mostly I have seen high level designs.
So can you tell me, like you also worked in India in some companies, and now you are working in USA in visa. So can you tell
Yeah.
me the difference, like what you find something better in India than USA, and what you find something worse than India than USA? Like three
Okay.
three
So
things. Can you mention
okay.
any three
Okay.
things?
Okay. So, in terms of work and in terms of education, everything, I know there are differences in India and USA. So, in terms of work, I must say both the countries are almost same. But the work culture is good here. At least so far, I find it really nice.
Sorry to
And
interrupt you. Like there all. Like all companies mention about 9 to 5 in India, like you have to sit from 9 to 5. Like in USA, is it same or not?
Actually, in USA, the one thing is, since the time I have come here, it's like mostly hybrid. So it's not like 5 days a week we have to go. So I'm saying that I cannot do the justification to this question because I'm not sure. But yeah, I have seen that it's mostly so we go to office only 2 days a week. 3 days a week we work from our home, and it's not like when I worked in Samsung in India, they made it mandatory to stay in office for 9 hours at least. I mean, even if you leave at 8:59, that won't work. So, but that is not the case here in USA, and obviously that is not the case in most of the companies in India too. But I must say that work culture is good. People are helpful, and there are people. And yeah, in most of the companies in USA, we have team members who are Indian. Like there are a lot of Indians in US companies, people from China, India, and USA. So there, it's always a good experience to work with different people. Most of the people are really helpful here. Culture is not toxic. They are very supportive, very helpful, and apart from that, I think I cannot differentiate many things in terms of work culture. That is almost same here and also in India. The differences, if you want, so I can say there is a I must say a substantial amount of difference in education system in India and USA, and apart from that, obviously the life is bit different as compared to India. I mean, India has its own pros and cons, and US has its own pros and cons. Like it's very obviously this country is a bit more developed as compared to India, and it's peaceful, clean, and everything. But in India, obviously, you will feel might be more friendly because they are your own people. So I'm not sure.
So one thing
Yeah.
I'm going to ask, like, what is the difference, money difference? Like, do you think that software engineers in India are underpaid, or they are paid according to their cities good? In US,
Okay.
what is the difference?
So, if we talk about India, I think engineers in India are not underpaid because actually salaries have increased a lot in past 5 years, and also it depends on like what your skills are in which company you are working. Because I know nowadays, like companies in India are paying really well. So it also, I mean, it all depends on your skills and which companies you are working in. And if we talk about USA, in USA also companies are paying well, but if we cannot compare the salary in USA as compared to India, because if we convert my salary in USA, it comes in crores in India. But obviously that is irrelevant because our currency and our purchasing power is also different. So I must say, like it's same in USA and India. I mean, you get good salaries in India as well. You get good salary in US as well. But obviously, the standard of living is relatively better in USA also. But if you are earning really good and you're living in cities like Bangalore and all in India, so then also you might be having good experience. So it's all about individual's choice and perspective, I must say. But I don't believe software engineers are underpaid in India.
So now the last question, like you are senior software engineer at Visa, and lots of engineers are dreamed of, like they want to become where
Okay.
you are. So how do you feel? Honest answer I want, and like how anyone will become like you. Just
Okay. Thank you, first of all. But the thing is, like, I must say, this is something very achievable. And so I think most of us are doing really well. So this is not something very different. But yeah, so those who are in like college, or those who are like preparing for new jobs or want to change jobs, I must say that they must prepare 2 3 things really well, like data structures and algorithm, behavioral interviews, and system design, and they are good to go. So I don't think there is anything very like something very big or rocket science. But yeah, obviously, I mean, the thing is, like, we don't prepare well and we start giving interviews. That's where we are lacking. So at least like give you give yourself 2 to 3 months of preparation, and after that you start giving interviews. then I don't think there will be any issues. And once you're like you get into any company, then you can start self learning of the technologies which you are supposed to be used like which you are supposed to be using in your company and all those things.
You have to upskill yourself.
Yeah.
Okay, so anything you want to add?
So I want to add, since you have asked me questions related to like living in India and USA or maybe any other country. So my conclusion is that no matter whether you live in India or in any other country, the only thing which matters is how you are handling your studies, your preparation, your jobs. So because if you are maintaining those things well, you must be having a like quality life whether you stay in India or in USA. So that's the only thing. I think you have to just work on your game.
And the last one thing, like lots of now student, like from first year, they want placement in big product based company. They are in FOMO, like I'm missing out or not something. They don't handle rejection. They are in a stress. Like one people India suicide for not getting
Oh,
a good
okay.
job in product based company. So how
Oh,
to
okay.
handle this? Like how to handle this rejection and how to come out from this FOMO.
So I think is there are two three things which any student must think. First thing is this is not a UPSC exam which happens once in a year, or like if you don't get into that particular company you are not having any other opportunity. It's like you can give 20 interviews. Like if you get rejected in 10, you can even give more interviews. But the thing is like handling rejections, I know this is tough, but rejections are useless if you are not learning anything from them and if you are just getting sad by them. So I must say the good thing is like at least from the third year of your college or maybe fourth year starting, I don't know, like students must start like doing the coding practices. And when you are in the first, second or third years of your college, you need to just focus on the concepts which you are taught by your professors. So that is like it's very simple. You just need to be really honest when you are being taught something. You need to have the conceptual clarity, and from the like fourth year or maybe third year, like easily you can start doing the coding questions, maybe one a day, two a day. So then it will become a habit and you will be very like comfortable in like doing data structures and algorithm. Other things you can prepare in max 1 month. So the preparation is easy. So after you are done with the preparation, start giving interviews. If you are giving interviews without any preparation, then obviously you are going to get reject. And if you are getting said after that, then it is of no use. I obviously. So the thing is, like, if you have done a serious preparation, after that if you have given interview and you get reject, at least you know where you are lacking, and then you can improve it and you work on it. And there are, like, I must say, at least unlimited companies. You can get into any of them. And even if you don't get in a company like which is really big, like Amazon or anything, in first attempt, it's okay. You can work in any small company, even for 1 to 3 years. You can learn from there. After that, your level improves and you can change to any other company. So this is something which we should be least bothered. The only thing is we should just keep on working. That is one thing I can say.
Once you enter in the industry, there are n number of opportunities.
Yeah, yeah. I know in for freshers, especially in
Uh,
India, this is really tough. If you are not getting placed from college, things are tough. But in USA, even if you are fresher, I mean, there is no concept of getting placed from like college. So like everyone is in the same bucket. So in India also, you need not to worry. I mean, I think things have started
Nowadays,
changing, right?
lots of things are changing.
Yeah, yeah. So in India, the big issue is like if you are not from a very like
Big
reputed
college.
university, the thing
Nowadays,
is
now
you.
all companies are not checking. Like if you are not from big college,
Yeah. Hmm. So the thing I'm saying is like if you're not from a very big college, then lot of companies might not be coming to your campus placements. That's when the problem start. But if you are prepared really well, and you apply on yourself, then also you are good to get. And you're already saying that nowadays companies are not very much concerned about this thing. So I think the only thing which you are required is like prepare really well.
You haven't answered one question like how do you feel about yourself? Do you feel proud about yourself or not? Where you are?
I don't feel proud about myself, to be honest. I feel satisfied because, I'm from a small town in India, and no one from my like family also have came to USA ever. So that's when I came here, took my education loan and completed my graduation with decent scores, and also grabbed 2 3 job offers within time. So and now I'm working in visa, and there is a lot of things which I'm yet to learn. Obviously I don't know much, I must say. So I must say that I'm not feeling proud, but I'm feeling satisfied, and I'm feeling that energetic, that I have to learn a lot and grow more. That's what I actually feel.
So in the next session we will do about like how do you intend to college, how to prepare for GRE, TOEFL and those things. And we will also talk
Okay.
about system designs. Like lots of the students
Okay.
don't know how to prepare about system designs from where.
Okay.
Thank
Okay.
you very much, Astha Sharma, for
Okay.
your
Okay.
for your sorry. Thank you very much whatever you told about your skill set, how to prepare for top university. You also told about the interviews from where we have to study. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you so much, Rohit. You are doing a really good job and helping others. So keep doing it.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you for your time. Okay, bye.